Hi everybody, here's a quick video on how to take a Google form that collects some data and then manipulate the data on the spreadsheet where it resides. Let's take a look here. Okay, so let's dive into the form. It just asks, hey, what's your name? And a multiple choice question. Then it asks you to enter in an adjective that best describes our brand of our school. And so that's an open response question. A lot of people have a hard time using that data when you get on the spreadsheet. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So here's a quick overview, right? We know that the header for each column is one of the questions. What is your name? Please multiple choice. Please select which vision statement you like the best, and please enter an adjective that best describes our brand. This is an open text box, and what's kind of neat about this is we're going to show you a couple ways to disaggregate this data. So first thing we'll do is create a new tab by hitting the plus button. I'm going to call that tab Data. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a table of all the possible answers that were here on this question. So, hey, did you select this? Copy, paste, copy, paste. All right, so here we have a quick little table of the possible answers for one of our questions. What we're going to just do is enter a little formula here. So it's pretty simple. We just tell this cell, hey, cell you equal count if. It's a little formula. You put an open parenthesis and it's ready for the formula. You say, hey, cell count if over here in this column, you just highlight the C column by clicking on the C, comma, well, count if what? Count if in this column, go back to your data tab, you see this, whatever's in A2, we are kind. And I close parenthesis. As soon as I hit return, it goes, well, yeah, John, I see that 13 times. Like, well, gosh, I don't want to have to retype that formula. So I highlight the cell, I've got a little magic blue box, and I drag it down. And I go, look at that. We work hard was counted 0 times, but we work kind of hard is highlighted or entered 14 times. So now we have a running data table. Now imagine if somebody entered that again. They just populated right there. What would happen? Automatically that would go to 14. So now every time somebody enters something on the form and it populates the response, you'll have a running tab. You can open this up anytime and see how people are doing here. The next formula I want to show you is how to grapple with some of this data that's given to us by open text box. Sometimes it's hard to count that data because it's just people's words that they typed in themselves. So here's a neat little feature. I go to an open cell that's got an open column below it and I say equals unique. Open parenthesis. Just give me all the unique responses from where? From this column. And what it's going to do is it's going to say, close parenthesis. Now what we have is a list of words, out of all the words that we collected, a list of words that we know are unduplicated. So then what we can do is we can say, hey, cell, you equal count if, where, over here in this column, you see, comma, this word. And now we have this word 7 times and these words a multitude of different times. So there you go. You got now a list that's automatically ranked, and every time a new word populates into the form, it'll populate down here and automatically count it as well if we drag that box down. Okay, so that's just an interesting way to take a look at your form response sheet and create a little data table that gives you some automatic tabulation of what your data is doing. Okay, so here's just one other way to visualize your data. We did kind of a count if formula to see which ones were more regularly used. Here's another way. We can go over to our form response sheet. We can collect all this data right here, grab all of them and hit copy. Then I can just take this information over to a Google Doc, right? I'm just calling this word cloud. And I'll just paste it right into my Google Doc. And there's a whole list of words right there. And then I just go up to my add-ons. I go to a word cloud generator and I go, hey, classic. Why don't you generate me a word cloud? And there's a word cloud right there. I can just and there it is, right? I can drop that into a report. There's all kinds of ways to customize it, but that's a simple way to take your data and help people visualize what is the most used words inside of a Google form that asks for an open text box question. Okay, I hope that helps.